Hmm. Getting ready. Good morning. It's Fish the Beach Bum Investor. It's 11 a.m. here in Australia. Wow, I think the chat's come on quick. Cool. I'm trying out a new streaming setup today. Check this out. A-Dog, check this out. I saw your little thing. Gia set this up for me this morning. Hang on. Check this out. If it works, let me try something. Laptop and face. I'm going to go back to the screen. Man, your reaction was so funny, A-Dog. I watched it this morning, bro. I've been busy, so I haven't been up to spend heaps of time, but yeah, it should be fun. Oh yeah, I got a stream thing going, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm working on my tech, man. I got a little stream thing going. You can't stream today because your mum said so. Man, you got to listen to your mum. Simple as that. So yeah, man, I've got my streaming stuff getting sorted out here, as you can see. Gia came on and helped me out with that this morning. I'm just going to get back to my go back here and go full face. Look at this, Fish the Tech Genius, producing his own YouTube show. Welcome everyone to the chat. Heaps of chat going on early. G'day Saucy Link, A-Dog, Zeman, Jow, everyone who's in the house. G'day Explicit, good to see you, mate. Yeah, so let's talk a bit of crypto. Have we found a bottom in this market yet? Has the shakeout from the Chinese scare finally finished, or are we going to see further retracements? Let's have a look at the market to start with, which I can actually do now by switching over here. If I get this right, let me try. So hopefully this will let you see what I'm looking at when we're having a look through the market. Just let me know how the audio is going as well, because I'm using an external mic, which I usually just use my phone, but Jazz got me all set up. So just let me know if the audio is a problem or whatever. Let's go and have a look at the economy. Do a quick refresh here on CoinMarketCap. I think you should be saying this if I'm correct. It's hard for me to see this and see the screen at the same time, so we're just going to have a look, quick refresh. It was sitting at about 137 when I checked. It's just running a little slow because we are using it for the stream as well. Bear with me. We'll get a total market cap in a second, but while that's up fresh, there we go, 137.6. So looks like we're slowly building up again. I said 3950. I think Zhao, you originally said 3910 for Bitcoin. Should have stuck with that, mate. Would have killed it. But we are starting to see some green figures come back here in the last hour, as you can see. So that's a good indication. Bitcoin, as you can see, 3914. Still down 4.5% over the last 24 hours, and historically good buying, as we know. It's retraced over 20% from its highs, and I'm still trying to get sort of an estimate of how much is actually CNY in the market, so we can see what a fair indication is of what it should have retraced. Ethereum's good buying at 280, 279.95 there. Just started to come back from mine. That's good buying. Too many good ICOs to invest in. I got into Event Chain. It's opened up for ICO for anyone interested. They've got a bonus for the first 3 or 4 days of 1100 and I'll check it. It's right here. Let's have a look. 1140 Event Chain tokens for 1 Ethereum. That's phase 1. That finishes on the 16th or 15th of September, and on 16th that reduces to 920 and then to 800. So if you do like Event Chain, obviously it's best to take advantages of those bonuses, but also the market's low at the moment, so your relative US dollar value per coin that you're purchasing is actually pretty low. So yeah, if you like your ICOs, you might want to have a look at Event Chain. That's been released in the last sort of 12 hours. Me and a few, just a full disclosure, myself and a few of the investment group have got in on this one. So yeah, please make your own decisions. It's just something I like. We'll get into that further later. Let's get back to the market. Litecoin's at $62.12. Too cheap long term, especially if they're going to be linking up with Amazon. Can certainly see further retracements short term, we know that. So please make your own decisions. 3.2 million market cap. You can see there though, like 20% retracement over 7 days. That's what I start to look for on that sort of retracement's really nice, because as long as it goes back to even 7-day highs, you can make 20%. That's pretty cool. I don't think that's going to happen overnight with the shakeout of confidence from China, but something to keep an eye on. I don't have the ability to check the chat while this is happening, so I'm just going to quickly run through the market and then we'll actually get back to the chat. Monero is a bit of a standout there. Anonymous coins seem to be doing quite well through the dip, and I'll show you PIVX in a second, which last time I checked had resisted this quite well. We did drop below the $3 mark as I suggested, but we bounced back up last time I checked. IOTA was as low as 50, I think it was 54 again this morning at some stage. It's actually retraced against the trend there. You see this trend of the last hour? So is there extra news out on IOTA that should be making us wary of it, or is this potentially a buying opportunity? Please make your own decisions. Let's have a look what else we got. Neo, I saw it crack below 20 this morning. Saw it at 19. I think 19 and a half. So it's definitely going to, it's played a major impact on Neo. Obviously, all this mess in China. So, yeah. I still see it as really good long-term buying at $20. So, please make your own decisions. QTUM, again, 8.66%, but it's one of the few green figures in the last 7 days. If you have a look at the seven-day movements, you're looking at QTUM going against the trend there. And we know that because we looked at it at 10.9. ARK is one that was picked up by one of our investment group. It's had a great week as well against the trend, so that's nice to see for ARK supporters. 10x 237, I didn't think it would drop much below 250, so that's a surprise for me. It is starting to make a come back with the rest of the coins over the last hour, just up a percent there, roughly 1.16%. Komodo was as low as $1.73 this morning. That's coming back strong now. Look at that, 4.94% just in the last hour alone. So Komodo, we looked at that yesterday. I did say it was a very interesting project for mine. I quite liked it. I quite like the strategic alliances that they're making with Mose. I can't remember the name of the company, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And that's the other thing I wanted to show you about that. Like, let's just have a quick detour here and have a look at Komodo and Moaze, because if you have a look where the investment capital, Monaze, there it is, sorry. If you have a look at the investment capital that's coming into the market, it's, when this loads up, I'll show you, it's European countries that they're talking about working with. They don't mention China once. Not once. That I could read in the research I was doing. They're looking to align with European businesses. So, how exactly does that affect, China pulling out of these things, even if they do full-time, long-term? How does that affect Komodo? I don't see it. Not for the retracement that's taken. I'm just trying to find, SEPA regions, SEPA regions. So I'll just get there is something on here. SEPA regions. I'll just look them up. But my point is, look, you can look it up yourself. I don't want to spend the time going through and looking stuff up just because I've got my new technology which allows me to. But SEPA regions are European regions, basically. So if you go and look it up, you can see which countries are, being targeted by, I guess, Komodo and Monaze as their strategic alliance. And you very quickly don't worry about China. Anyway, let's get back to the live chat because I haven't checked it in a while. Okay. Explicit's done some technical analysis there on can I just bring this back to face alone? I probably can. Anyway, Explicit's done some technical analysis there. Thanks for doing that, Explicit. Just saying that now he thinks has bottomed out there. It's found a double bottom or a triple bottom. Triple bottom. Okay. Broke out on the upside of a falling wedge. No worries. Thanks, Explicit, for doing that, TA. Man, I hate doing that stuff, so it just bores me. You're a legend for doing that. Yeah, Explicit likes Neo. He's just saying, he's just confirming that. There is a rumour that Neo will be listed on BitThumb. Thank you. Hey dog with the hashtag We Love Fish. The token Bank of China will issue for BTC trading. Will be based on a Neo platform. That's amazing. That's a rumour again. Just to clarify to all the watchers, that's Explicit saying that. Yeah, Caves, yeah. better to, Jazz just saying it's better to stream on the phone because of the quality. So we'll work on that for the next stream. Do I need to cut this one, Zhao, or can we just keep going with this for today? Just using mic straight up to my voice there when he's talking about picture quality. That's very clever, look. Anyway, let me know, Zhao, in the chat if I need to cut it, and we'll just go onto the phone. But I'd rather just keep going with this since we've started it. Yeah. Just clarifying what Explicit said about Neo there. It is rumours only at this stage. Rumours only that Neo will be listed on BitThumb, and also that the token the Bank of China will issue for BTC trading will be based on the Neo platform. Rumours, okay? But we still need to hear them. Thank you, Explicit. Good work. Yeah, cool. So that's basically what's that's basically what's happening with Neo at the moment in terms of Explicit's opinion. My personal opinion is that it's a good long-term investment also, and if those rumours are true about China looking to build a coin on a Neo platform to allow regulated BTC trading, which I imagine would be the objective there, then that's good future for Neo. That's really good. So maybe if you're a Neo fan, it might be time to have a look. Please make your own decisions as always. Yeah, I'm just checking the chats on all these social medias. Oh, I forgot to post on Steemit today. I blew it. Oh well. They can come in for the chat tomorrow. Yeah, cool. The technical analysis is actually from Explicit's group. So Explicit does have his own group, and he contributes to ours as well. So he's a busy crypto man. Yeah, thanks for the TA from Explicit's group there. That's awesome. Oh man, Crypto Care. That's Joe. Joe, we are all pretty keen on that, bro. Joe's posted on our investment group about a coin called Icon that's at ICO at the moment, and I would like to actually postpone that to tomorrow, Joe, because I really want to get some good research and do a good all around thing on that one. See what we can, get a real good analysis of it going. See if we can get some estimates of what we think the prices might be and that sort of thing. Because I think that's one of the better ones we've had dropped in our group, mate. That's well done, Joe. I really like that one. Bubba D's just come in. G'day, Bubba D. Man, it's 11:15 in the morning, AM in Australia. So just heading towards lunchtime. I'm on from 11 till 12 every day, so same sort of time. Manny Rosenberg's just dropped in and asked what my thoughts are on EMA. Now, EMA, I haven't actually heard the abbreviation used, so I'm not sure whether you're talking about a coin or a technical term there. Let me just have a look. I'm just going to see if there's anything on here. European Medical Agency is the only thing that came up. I'll keep an eye open for the chat, but if you could elaborate on that, I'll just type in EMA here. I haven't actually looked into it if it is a coin or no, it's not. Okay, cool. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the term EMA. I'm really nice, Matty. Dropped it on. When are you going to pull up, bro? You demon me. I don't know what that means, but anyway, sorry. I'm not real familiar with the I'm not a social media fan, so that was a nice call though, Manny. Caught me out good, man. Nice burn. Wilkie's loving Neo at the moment too. I think Wilkie talked to me about that. He said he's going to stack into a few today, or on those lows. I think he got it around $20 or something. Well done, Wilkie. Oh, cool. Bubba D, you have to check, man. I don't run my social media stuff. You've got to check with Zhao. That's how we've got this stream. That's how I'm able to do cool things like this and go full face. And now I'm here talking to you. Zhao's helping me out with all my social media game, man. So if you want to be a mod, I actually don't even know what a mod is, but you're welcome to talk to Joe about it. That's Johnny Crypto. Yeah, it was good. Manny, I like creative trolling, bro. So when you come in with something like that and totally throw me, I can't do anything but laugh and say, well done, you got me. So good work, Manny. Thanks for breaking it up a little bit, man. It keeps it interesting. So, yeah, it's let's have a look at the rest of the economy. I'll get us back onto that tricky little laptop and face thing. We'll go through the rest of the economy and see if we can find some cheap buys. I haven't done, like, I wanted to have a look at that Icon ICO, and the reason being it looks like a potential giant to me going forward. I've only really quickly looked at it though, so I want to do more research before I actually bring you some opinions on that. Joe, if you're around, man, can you just comment in the comments, make sure we're not missing out on any bonuses there, like if they've got early bird bonuses sort of thing, we'd like to know about them. I think you said I think that one was even pre-ICO or something at the moment. So yeah, please keep the group informed on that one, Joe. We really like that one, mate. Or a lot of us do anyway. So grateful on there. Just moving down, Steam for mine is way too cheap at that price at $1.23. Like, I was hearing all the chatter of Steam going to sort of a well over $1 billion valuation not that long ago, and now all of a sudden it's sort of sitting down here. We're pushing $2 comfortably at I don't know, 2 months ago, and now it's just dropped off. I see that as cheap buying. Steam's still working as a platform. I use it. There's still plenty of people posting. If anything, I see the number of posts going up. There are actually statistics you can check on that. But if the membership numbers and the posts and the amount of time people are spending online is consistently going up, obviously that makes Steam Steemit.com a more valuable website and platform. So that's an interesting one. Factum, too cheap, way too cheap. Way too cheap for mine. PivX, we're looking at that. One of the few green figures over the last 24 hours. We did take a retracement, having said that, to sort of to get lows to allow us to come back into green figures, but 6.85% in the last not long at all. I'll just show you on my Bittrex account. I'm going to go really quickly, so I don't want to give up my balances too much, but PivX, and I'll show you what I did with that, the moves I'm making, and we can see whether Fish is an idiot or whether he's got it right. But I've got a couple of sales on PivX this morning just for small amounts. I'm just letting that load up now. As I said, I've got just on this exchange alone, well, the figures are there, so I'm no point in hiding them. I've got like 600 coins sitting on this exchange. Now, I did sell out. You see this candle here? I had a chance to sell and buy back cheaper just within that half hour because I had my sell orders preset. Now let's go back down to my order history, and you can see my last two orders, because I picked up some cheap on these buys, just small amounts, like I was just chucking in a little bit extra here and there. So I got buys at 73301 and 77551 and 77551. And so what I did with these ones is I sold two of them out at 7.6 from the low, just in case it dipped straight back down again. And then I sold another 5 at 81998. So for me, I had the opportunity straight after selling them almost, when it went parabolic here, or not quite parabolic, but good growth. You see here, I could have sold here, and I did actually see it dip down in that same half hour, down to here, so I could have made a quick sort of 3% almost. I chose to leave my buy orders set where they were, which is around this last point of, I think I put it on this level here even, just trying to grab it a little beforehand. So yeah, if you have a look at that, I'll show you my orders at the moment. I've got buys just for a couple of coins, again just recycling what I've already put in and just building up BTC, and occasionally then I'll buy 6 instead of 5, and that's where I get my advantage when I've made enough money to do that. So what I've done here is bought here, and these are my sell orders at the moment. So I've got 83998 being my next one, just for a couple, just getting off the round figures actually on that one, and so on and so forth. Just checking the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Sorry about this, guys. First time trying this stream. We might do it a bit different. Hey, Grinkas. How are you, bro? Oh, I reckon, Pete. Are you impressed, bro? Okay. Just up your quality for 80p. You won't see anyway. Yeah, we'll work on that, bro. This is take one. This is me and Zhao go and take one. I don't know why I keep looking into the microphone when I'm talking to you. How are you, Pete? Yeah, so no, it's looking good, man. Hey, we got on that that ICO of Ashton's is I'm more and more happy about it. The fact that we got in pre-ICO too. Zhao sent me this this article this morning listing Ashton as one of the top 13 most influential people in crypto. So that was good to see that article coming through after investing in his ICO. So yeah, stoked with that. Joe Zhao set it up. So yeah, I think we're using the one. It's OBS, dude, is what we're using, just for screen capture. I think that's the same one you mentioned, bro. I can't remember. So yeah, we're getting legit professional here. Just have to figure out the rest of it. Yeah, so Zhao's like, this is our test run, guys. It's our first attempt trying at this, but obviously if this works, this is what we'll use for our 24-hour stream. We'll fix it up. We'll keep, call it proof of concept. It's a work in progress. It's our first day trying it, so we will certainly continue to improve it. Looks good though. Okay, thanks Joe. That's awesome, dude. Good feedback. Yeah, so let's go on. I can't remember. I think I'm still looking at cryptos. Am I on the? So if I go in here, it should tell me. Yeah, I'm on laptop and face. All right, cool. So let's keep going down. Hey, one that I got pretty good gains on was WeTrust. That one I've been talking about with Vitalik listed as the advisor. So if I just go back to Bittrex, like I said, I didn't buy a whole lot of it. Just like 180 coins or something, but I got some sells on that this morning, which means I had a run up. So we can have a quick look at WeTrust, because that's one we don't always get to because it's a bit further down. And just have a look here and see whether it's come back off that dip and give me a chance to buy back in after those sells. Yeah, so we got some really nice growth on Trust, TRST. So I had my where are we? I got some sells this morning at 6498 and 6984, just for 30 coins, nothing major. But then I've popped them back on the buy wall, and I'll just keep recycling it and try and get some more coins. You can see there I can't actually buy them back cheaper than I've sold them. I've got to wait for a dip, and if it goes off on me, I don't care, because I'm holding plenty more coins on there. So for that one, I've set my buys at 6151, and I'm still selling out sort of 7498, 8489. You see how I've always got the 1 or 2 points before the crash, when I'm selling, and I buy it just before the bottom, what I predict will be the bottom, so 1 point. It's just something I was taught to do, and it works very well for me. So that's how I do it. I've actually nailed like the very top and the very bottom by using this strategy on a couple of days. I think I showed Pete or Zhao, one of the guys in the investment group, I showed, like, I dead set, that was my order, here it is, 24-hour high. So that's always nice when you can nail those ones by doing a bit of analysis in there. Let's go back to the chat and see what people are saying. Yeah, cool, just talking about the stream. We will get it sorted out, guys, so we've got this really nice, easy to use, easy to have conversation. We're going to bring in the voice chat. Zhao and I had a voice chat this morning, probably for a couple of hours, Zhao, if I'm not mistaken. We had a voice chat on Discord, so that was good to hear Zhao's voice. His English is excellent, by the way. I don't know what he's talking about, that his English isn't good enough to be on YouTube. Most of you would be able to understand him better than you can understand me. Simple as that. So, yeah, but Zhao's going to be helping me out with our own stuff, and we're going to be working on a few other projects around crypto as well. So, good find for me through the YouTube game finding Zhao. Saucy Links out of power. Thanks for keeping us up to date with your personal power situation there, Saucy. Oh, that's for, sorry, Saucy Link, that's for the, I thought you were saying you had a power for your computer or whatever. That's because you're affected by Irma, if I'm not mistaken. So, man, I'm sorry, I was thinking that was for your own personal sort of tech equipment. yeah, please keep us up to date, Saucy. We're all thinking about you, mate. I think that's Saucy Link who's over in the States. They're getting hammered by Irma. So yeah, keep care of yourself, mate. No new inside updates for PivX today. Just that we're working hard. I mean, I spoke to Chad yesterday, and we sort of it hasn't been approved yet, but we've talked about the concept that we're going to be basically pitching towards the bigger investors and the budget deciders for a pretty big project we're working on. I will be releasing a little fun thing of my own. For starters, on our Discord group, we're going to start a competition, a weekly competition, and Zhao's just going to set some dates. Actually, Zhao, today might be a good day to start the competition because the market's down, right? So anyone can enter. It's totally open. But Zhao's going to set a date and say, righto, you've got to have your selection in by this date, and we see who gets the most gains over 7 days. And I'm going to, so you pick your selection, you know, if you like Trig or you like PivX or you like Ethereum or whatever you like for the week, you put it down as your tip for the week, and whoever gets the highest gains, I'm going to give 3 PivX to. Whoever gets second and third, I'll give 1 PivX each to. So everyone can enter for free. It's just a bit of fun to keep us, you know, thinking about why we're investing in things and putting our tips up for the group. So that's why I'm going to do it. We've got a little sort of competition side tab there on the Discord group. So if you want to enter, please get involved. We'll start that soon. Zhao make a call on what he thinks the best sort of time frames are. I'm saying over a week because that's easy. We just check the 7-day percentages from, you know, at a certain predetermined time, and we see who's had the best gains. So yeah, that's what I think we do. Yeah, Zhao's setting up a bunch of stuff in Discord, so we're going to be up to, you know, this is early days, guys. We've only been on YouTube for a little while, and I only just found Zhao. So we're certainly going to get some improvements in this space. Get you all on for a chat, those who want to come on and have an actual talk. Like Zhao and I did this morning, we can do that on the show pretty soon. So that's cool. Yeah, so Trust Coin's one I got a good little run on. It's good to see the altcoin market actually seems to be sort of surviving that almost better than Bitcoin itself. I don't mind that. It means people are awake. Oh, there's my Cryptopia account, sorry. It means people are almost waking up to the fact that it's, you know, Bitcoin's a separate value proposition to a lot of the altcoin market. Similar to some in terms of it is trying to be obviously lead as a currency, but it's not exactly the same. And you know, things like ADDX, things like Substratum, things like Event Chain, they're not a currency per se. They are, but the value proposition that they're adding to the crypto economy, and in fact, even things like this, is disruptive technology using blockchain as the foundation. So it has nothing to do with trying to take over the US dollar or Australian dollar. And I believe that's a real common misconception for people who comment. Even economists who comment on this, they say, oh, well, no, it's digital money won't work. But yeah, for me, a lot of these cryptos have just taken advantage of blockchain technology to think of a new way of marketing and raising venture capital for their projects. So it has nothing to do with actual US dollars, Australian dollars, buy you coffee sort of stuff. That's my personal opinion. We'll see if I've stirred up a few of you on that opinion. Alright, cool. Got it, Pete. That's fair. Pete's just made a bit of a suggestion to a change to the game. So we're going to do... Why don't we do this, Pete? So 5 PivX a week for now, unless the PivX price goes through the roof, and then I'm not giving away unlimited dollars. But 5 PivX a week for now. Let's go 2 PivX for first, 1 PivX for second, 1 PivX for third, and 1 PivX for the wooden spoon. Whoever comes last, whoever gets the biggest retracement on their golden pick for the week, we'll give you 1 PivX, because no doubt you've cost yourself a little bit in the portfolio. I like it, Pete. Good addition. Yeah, Crypto K says, Nah, my screen is fuzzy, bro. We're trying some new tech today. It hasn't worked out, but we're just going to keep it rolling for today. But Crypto K just said, I think we're fighting through the fake news, and I agree. I don't know about fake Crypto K. I think there could certainly be restrictions put on in China from what we're hearing. For those of you who weren't here at the start, there is some information that Explicit brought in about that at the start of the group, and it is just rumours, just to clarify. But yeah, I'm getting it going, Agent Smith, but Agent Smith just contacted them doing my desktop now, yeah, so you can see it and all that. But I'm going to have to learn it, bro. This is my first day and it's all fuzzy apparently, so we'll work on our tech, but this is, call it proof of concept. But yeah, I think it's overreaction. Massive knee-jerk reaction to China. They don't make up 100% of the crypto economy, and that's what we're acting like at the moment, the way these things are being dumped. Anyway, PivX, resistant at the moment, doing nicely, back over the $3 mark. I did pick some up, as you guys know, I post my buy orders on our Discord group, so you know where I've picked it up. I've done well in the last little trade, and only for a few coins, but I'll just keep racking them up and accumulating. That's no problem at all. See all these green figures in the last hour? That's starting to look nice. Let's do another update because we've been talking for a bit. 137.69. Let's see if it's still going that way. Oh, bit of red. Starting to race. Let's see what happens. This is the game we play. Only small numbers, so I'd say it'd be about the same. Maybe down to 137 flat. We'll see. Yeah, so this is sort of the way I get an idea of spot price checking as well. Yeah, so 137, close enough to flat. This is sort of how I do it. I just check like a few times a day when I'm at my computer and I get an idea for all the prices, so I can automatically see something and go, oh, that's cheap. Oh, that's had a big run up. And just by getting those mental sort of pictures in your head rather than using charts. I mean, you guys are saying, man, I draw charts on my bodyboard. That's how seriously I take the charts. I get mental. I'd rather get a mental image in my head of what's going on price-wise. So yeah, had a quick update. PivX at 322, so holding nice. Like to see that. I mean, you got to remember, like, yeah, we've taken a fairly big retracement, but you guys know where I got this. $1.50, $1.80, anywhere under $2. So no, I don't. Oh, of course, I'd rather it still be at $4.80 right now, still be at all-time highs and pushing over $5, but I'm not worried about the retracement. It's a super volatile market, and this is, to me, a clear overreaction through the entire market, as we've seen with the Bitcoin fork, as we saw with China calling restrictions on ICO investments, as we saw. You've got to understand what parts actually affect your investments and what don't. And to me, the market doesn't seem to have an understanding of that. Not the amount that some of these things have been dumped needlessly over China. We don't have any. I've spoken to very few people on our team at PivX who have anything to do with China. I'm not saying there aren't people there, but I'm saying most of our people that I deal with are not in China, and it's going to be the same for Komodo and Monese that they're partnering with. Yeah, it'd be nice to have the Chinese market open to you, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. We've had those restrictions before. Facebook doesn't have access in China, and still a pretty successful company. I wouldn't mind owning a little bit of Facebook from ICO level or IPO level, as it would have been with Facebook, or pre-IPO when they were developing it. Just because China doesn't want it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting about that. One that I wanted to have a look at, Eternity. This is one I got at ICO. It's my second ever, I think it was my second ever ICO investment, and I don't even know how much I paid for coins, can't even remember. I got it at Phase 2 ICO, so there were some bonuses. I missed Phase 1 because I was only just learning about it. I don't even know where my coins are. But it's taken a pretty big retracement, actually, 33%, so I'll have to find out exactly how much I paid and whether I'm ahead or not. I don't really remember. All I know is I didn't really put a lot into that one. I think it was like 40 or 50 US dollars. So yeah, run with it. Verge has been pretty good trading for me. It's been running up and down a bit. They're still ticking off development targets. They're still, they released their Android wallet in July. They got a few things on the go. I don't mind Verge. It's another anonymous currency. And going forward, if the Chinese government starts a trend where other governments around the world try to regulate cryptos, they can't with privacy coins. So privacy coins have that massive value addition to the crypto economy in the wake of all this scare around regulating it. I could be wrong, but like you guys know me, but I don't think you can regulate an anonymous currency. How are you going to do that? Hey, ADog, back for more. VTC crypto, okay, good buying, man. I saw that one. Can we have a look at that? I'm going to have a look at that because I saw that down as like 70 cents or something. That's too cheap, right? Way too cheap. I'm going to have a look at Vertcoin now. Let's have a look at Vertcoin. I've got some myself, as you guys know. Trustcoin's making a nice little... I'm stoked about that one because I picked that up around, I don't know, 24, 25 cents. And against a declining market, I've made a good 10% there. So, I've got like $100 in it or something, 150 bucks, but like a win's a win. And you just keep racking it up and keep racking up more coins. And that way when what I'm calling the eventual and sustained pump, which I think will eventually come, maybe even 2 or 3 of them, in waves, as we see in trading theory. I think when those 2 or 3 big pumps come, I'm just going to be sitting on a stack of coins from always trading in and out, always selling higher than what I've bought in terms of Satoshi price. And that way I'm just always either accumulating more BTC or more of the coin that I'm trying to trade in and out of. And I'll link it back to US dollar value in 3 years when it's worth $1 million, you know what I mean? Let's hope so. We'll see how we go. Man, if you pick the right coins and trade well, I have no doubt about it. Really, that's the reality. But let's have a look at Vertcoin. One of the contributors. I can't even remember who noticed it. CryptoK. CryptoK is actually pretty active in our Discord group as well, bringing in lots of info. So there's my Steemit account, by the way. What were we looking at? There's our Discord group. I'm trying to find my tabs. Here we go. Let's have a look at Vertcoin. BTC. See how we're going. Yeah, I thought this was cheap, CryptoK. Saw it just on the chart, like on the price charts. I haven't even had a look at the actual action yet, but it seemed cheap to me, man. Let's have a look. Let's zoom out a bit. Get an idea of what's going on. See this here? This is what I do. I'm seeing if that lines up with any areas of support, and you can see, right, it does actually line up pretty reasonably close with where it dipped down once before and got bought up over here on the what have we got there, the 31st of the 8th. So roughly 2 weeks ago it did actually dip down. You see this candle sticking out the bottom here, and it got bought up, so it's pretty close to lining up with that. It definitely looks like a more recent downward trend. You see these lines going down, and the bottom's getting lower, and also the top's getting lower. That is certainly a downward trend. But has it found a bottom? Yeah, I think it might have. Too cheap at 72 cents still. 18,454 being, that bid and ask is really close. So if we have a look at the buy books, this is just give you an idea. So what we can do, we can have a look at the bids and asks, and we can see how much has been put on the, like someone's going to buy 4,000 coins, right? 4,647 coins if it drops down to this price here. So for someone to sell through that and through all this, they're going to have to sell a lot of coins. So, this one here, 18,021, maybe you could look to beat that by just a little bit and put 18,022 and get just above that. You see it changing around now. That's what a few people are actually doing. And then you look over here at the sell book, and you see how there's not much of a split on this one. There's only 4 points. But you look at the sell book, and really we don't get a lot of selling off until 18,499, and that's nowhere near as big as the 11,000 that are on the buy book over here. So to me, this looks like it's set for a bit of uptrending. Where do we get the big sell-offs? I'm just trying to have a look where people are setting big sell-offs, like here, 18,622. So that's what I do. I just have a quick look at the books, but you got to take everything into account. That's the reality. You've got to have a look at your buy and sells. You've got to have a look at the charts. You've got to have a look at the US dollar relative price. You've got to have a look at the Satoshi price. It all factors into making your decision. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Like you can see here, I've got a couple of sells set up because I just bought some. So my sells are at 22,998, 24,998. It's not a secret, guys. I do the same thing pretty much every time. I find psychological resistance, I find it around a round number and I drop a couple of points under it, and it's very successful. So as you can see there, like my order history, I started buying it too high, and so I just stacked in as it got lower and lower. I just kept buying more and more. And if I've done my research, which I had, I'd watched an interview with the founder, I'd done some research on the technology. So for me, if you've done that, the cheaper it gets, the better, right? I mean, look at this pump over here. We get back up to those sort of prices. It's been well above $1 in history. I don't see it being maxed out at even that price. I think Vertcoin will go well above $1. So at 72 cents, you're making 50% all day on that for mine over the next 12 months. 50%. There you go. I don't often make some predictions that bold. So let's say sometime in the next 12 months, if you were to buy today at 72 cents, you will make 50% on your money, taking it to roughly $1.06. I think it's exactly $1.06. No, $1.08. So yeah, there you go. There's my price prediction. I don't often do that with US dollars because I don't like to drive hype. But 12 months, 50% gains. There you go. Mark my words. We'll see how we go. Yeah, let's just see. Cloak is recovering nicely, Agent Smith. I actually got a tip on Cloak months ago, so I've got some. A little bit left. And I saw, the other thing I saw, by the way, was Picoin having a really good gains. And I know one of our, like Slicekeeper kind of went solo on that one, right? In our investment group, the rest of us said, I don't know. And he's done well and he's staking it, so he's making extra coins, and the coin price has had a good run up. I had a look at it this morning. Let's go. That's something else I'm working on. That's my Ether wallet, which I shouldn't have shown you probably. Alright, I'm trying to figure this all out. Let me just go to, here it is. Picoin. Just for Slicekeeper. I know you're not in the chat, man, but I know you watch the videos sometimes later, so. Last time I checked, this had really good gains. He's going to be so stoked. Look at that. And, you know, he's been staking it too. He's made like, I don't know, like a couple of hundred extra coins, so he can sell them off now at $5 if he wants to get $5 of his money back. So well done. Well done to Slicekeeper, one of our regulars. Good to see. Let's have a look. Agent Smith reckons KMD's good. I do as well, Agent Smith. We were talking about that earlier. Too cheap at $1.70 this morning, that's for sure. Yeah. Pete's just said, the reason we don't know who Satoshi is because look what happened to Julian Assange. Exactly. It's going to happen to Fish soon if he keeps going on his political rants. He'll end up in Ecuadorian embassy and his tan will slowly fade away. THC up 144%. Are you serious? I've got some of that, the Zeman. I didn't even check. I bought that ages ago, man. Just based on the name. I was trading some stuff based on the pot coins were going through a real rise, and I just grabbed a bunch of them and traded them. Made good money doing it. So yeah, good little. Let's have a look at that one, Z. THC. I can't even remember what the value proposition is. Something around weed, I'm sure. But when I notice social trends like that, I'm not going to not take advantage of them, right? So let's have a look at THC. I've actually got a little bit of this, as I said. Only a little bit left. I've traded out of most of it. Holy moly! 142.44%. You got to be careful of market manipulation on those lower cap coins. For anyone who's interested in THC, it's probably 142% is not where I look to get in. Let's put it that way. If I've missed it, I've missed it. You let it go. I have got some, not a lot. I'm not doing backflips. I've got probably $5 left, so I probably made an extra $5 on that. But there's some good little action there on Vertcoin. Let's hope we see it back up, you know, at least around these dollar marks, up around here, and hopefully it's shooting well over into the future. So yeah, that's my, I got asked to do like 2 minute or 2 second technical analysis, if you like. That's how I do it. You find these points of support. Okay, see how these are lining up quite well? This little section here, this section here, this section here. Every time it dipped, it's been bought up, right? So that's what we call support, right? So 1.5, you can see, oh, you probably might not be able to see it, but on the right there it says 15757. So yeah, I'd probably set that at 15761, just a couple of points ahead, you know, or make your own decisions, but that's how we do 2-second technical analysis. I've found 3 dips that line up and have been brought back up. Okay, and same on the caps. Same on the caps. Where do they line up? Where are people selling out? And you can see here, it's happened here, it's happened here several times. So that's capping. So that's where you want to set some sell orders. And then if it breaks through these lines, that's when you see it breaking through lines of support and resistance. That's when you're going to get your sort of big hikes up, or your big dips. So yeah, there's your 2-second technical analysis explanation. Yeah, Jazz just said, oh, it was NAV down in the 80s, CryptoCar. I'll have a look at that. Thanks, man. Yeah, 95 NAV coins back up to. I did see it down lower than that. Damn, I should have just snapped it up. It's just so hard though. Like, you can't invest in everything, right? So you just gotta run with it. But yeah, Zeman, we're actually going to do that, bro. Zeman's just said I should do a masterclass for the noobs. Bro, that's actually what we're doing. Me and Xiao are going to work on a whole video series showing people how to invest in the crypto economy. Because I'm a computer idiot. So if I can explain it to people like an idiot, because all my mates are idiots. Wilkie, all those guys. Joe, well, Joe's pretty good with it, but actually Wilkie's good with technical analysis as well, but my point is all my mates are idiots, so I'm used to explaining it to people like idiots. And I'm an idiot, so we're definitely going to do that, bro. The fishy masterclass, I like that. Yeah, Joe's just saying be careful of those pot coins like THC and dope. He reckons they're pump and dump coins. I don't disagree with that. That's why I'm out of them. That's why I wasn't that excited, because I knew I'd made some money just trading that for fun when I was first learning the game. Don't need to be back in it. So I've got heaps better projects to invest in. Like, I can't find money to invest in awesome projects like Trig and some of the other ones. Navcoin I really liked. You guys know I liked it. I did the analysis of it and said great community, great looking technology, really good updates from the developers all the time. They're ticking off the list. They've got a merchandise store. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I would have loved to have bought it around 70 cents and even 80 and even $1. John McAfee, yeah, I've read that one actually. Crypto, I think that was put in our group, and Crypto K says just read John McAfee on Wednesday challenged JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimons skepticism of Bitcoin. Yeah, I read the Jamie Dimons skepticism of Bitcoin. Like, I think there was actually an article like specifically about his comments on that. That's the dude who's been saying that for 5 years, isn't it? That Bitcoin's like basically a pyramid scheme. That's, I don't know what his exact comments are, but I'm like, mate, look at your own fiat currencies, you moron. They got way more manipulability built into it than crypto. So yeah, you're gonna post on Discord. Yeah, cool. Yeah, guys, feel free to have a chat about what's going on in crypto world as always. We do have our Discord group. It's actually building quite big, Jow. Got a few members now, man. It's good though. With like I said, Crypto K and Pete and everyone like that, they're all bringing in info. So we got starting to get a few members, a few people bleeping away. So that's good. Good stuff. I'll have to get an actual. You guys will have to show me how to actually put a avatar on here. Anyway, let's go. Is there any coins? Look, I'll open it up for the last 10 minutes. Is there any coins that anyone wants to have a look at it before we check out for the day and get on to some other work? Get on to seeing what's cheap in the economy. I'll just wait for the chat on that, but there's so many good things. I do suggest going and having taking a look at the Icon, ICO, because yeah, I mean that could be big. Trig, yep, no worries, Crypto K. And Zeman Sis, yep, no worries guys. We'll have a quick look at them before we go. Let's have a look at, let's start with Trig. It's one that I've missed. We'll get back here and just have a quick look. I just like to look at it on Bittrex because I'm familiar with it. I know the charts against Satoshi price, and for me I'm just about accumulating more coins at the moment. Trig token, here we go. Let's go and have a look. Down 12%, so there's opportunity. You know, double figure retracements on a good project. I'm just going to click on it again because I'm clearly not very good with computers. Let's have a look, see if we can find some support and resistance. Like, I like the project though, right? Gun security's got to be a good thing. I mean, I've read about, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to the US, I'm just saying it does seem to be a prevalent issue there. So I've read about kindergarten kids finding their parents' gun, and oh, look at that, Trig token on a dip. That's, okay, now if we can find this lining up with support, I just got a PIVX sell, you see that pop up? So PIVX is on a run up, okay? Only 2.4 coins, because I don't like to sell too much PIVX, I've told you that. But PIVX is obviously on a run up with that. So that's good to see. Even Bitcoin's like 3914, it's sort of steadied. That's nice. But let's have a look here. You can see this most recent dip with Trig. It's not quite lining up with any supports yet. In history, like you'd call supports basically here. Okay? You go for the what they call an extension here and here. Alright, so that's where I'd be looking. I'd be looking right here at 4.5. So see how it's 4.5951? I would actually go right up to the psychological resistance because it's only 49 points higher or 50 points higher. I would actually go to 4.6001. You see what I'm doing there? I'm getting it up to that 4.6 mark. So for someone selling, they go, oh, I'm selling it at 4.6 instead of 4.5 when it's only actually fractions of a Satoshi difference. It's like when car manufacturers, right? When car manufacturers sell a car at 19,990 instead of 20,000. Now, what's happened in more recent times? I spoke to my brother about this because he's got a master's in marketing, and he said what you've got to actually allow for these days is evolving mass psychology, and it's the same with trading. So, you know, whereas cars used to be priced at 19,990, you'll see a lot of ads now where they're 17,990 because they went down to 18,990, and to actually get that same psychological advantage, if you like, they're actually having to beat their old strategies because now the masses, if you like, are evolving psychologically, and they just round it up naturally. So they see 19,999 and they go, or 19,990, and they go, oh yes, 20 grand. So because people have learned to do that, the marketing companies have had to change their tactics and evolve by bringing those psychological price points to a different point. It's interesting stuff. Anyway, so getting back to the actual chart here, again, you see this dip here. I'm using these two lines here. It doesn't really line up. That's the problem, is getting consistent points of a resistance like support where we know it's happened 5 times, so it'll happen again, is really difficult on newer coins. And coins that have had a big run up, so we don't have history at these price points. So yeah, I would look at these candles out the bottom. I would look at one here, and maybe just going up to where it's nice and thick. You could, if you're really desperate to get in. So if you are desperate to get in, you know, that does line up. You can see over here with the left where it's nice and thick, with lots of support and resistance really before it cracks through. But you can see that that's lining up almost identically with the bottom of that candle over there. So whoever bought that one up, good call. Nice little dip there for people looking to get in. You know, you've got your highs well over the 60,000 Satoshi mark. So if you believe that at, you know, $2.50, if you believe it's going to go higher, we talked about this the other day, that it was at 40 it was at a $40 million valuation, and we said, well, look, if it goes mass adoption and people are even forced to put this on their guns by the NRA or by governments around the world, 40 million turns to 40 billion just about. The gun industry is massive, huge money, huge amounts of money. So yeah, for mine, Trig, I really quite like it actually. I know it's VC, I know it's in development if you like, but what they're trying to achieve is really a good goal for society. So I like that. And someone wanted me to have a look at Syscoin. Now, I haven't done any research on Syscoin, so it is one I'm hearing more and more about. A lot of more people are actually coming to me and asking me to have a look at it, so we might have to do that one in one of the future ones. It's also down, heading towards those double-figure retracements against the BTC count. So again, if you're a fan of Syscoin, unfortunately I can't give you any extra information on it, like I can with Tridcoin, like I can with Komodo, like I can with coins that I've researched. But we can have a quick look at the charts purely from a trading point of view, no problem. I just want you to be aware that I don't spend hours doing technical analysis because I don't like it. So yeah, obviously downward trending in the last little bit, no question. The question is this the bottom? And you see it's really hard to get those price points lining up because we don't have a lot of history at this price. But if you see over here, there is a little section, if I zoom in on it, where it's sort of dipped down just over here. So it came up on this growth, and then it started to go before going up. So it did find a little bit support here when it tried to dip previously. That's not usually the support we look for. We look for a lot heavier support, but it does line up with this support over here. So again, you could look for that for a three-peat if you like, because to me that looks like it's downtrending at the moment. So you could look for a three-peat and try and hit this third, for this support to actually build up even more. Because if it hits it again and bounces off, it's like you're just reconfirming that price point is buy point time, right? So if it does it a third time, that mark there is at, what's that say? Is that 53? 53.59, I think it says on my computer. It's hard to read, it's a bit fuzzy. Do it yourself. You can see what I'm doing, So you just go hover your mouse over and it gives you the price. So you're welcome to do that yourself. Pivex self-filled, another one. Pivex must be on a huge run, guys. I'm going to go check it. Like, again, see, 4 coins. I've got, like I'll tell you, I've got over 2,000 of them, so I'm not selling off huge percentages of my coins for Pivex. But let's go and have a look at that, because I'll show you what we do now, okay? It's a good live example. Sorry to interrupt. I don't know a lot about Syscoin anyway, so sorry to not spend a lot of time on that one. But you can see I've sold out of some coins here, so that's going to give me some more BTC to put back on the Bible. So we'll do a live one for Pivex so I can show you where I've sold, and we can go back and put them back on the Bible, and that way we're covered either way, because I still got sell orders higher, and I've got now I can set buy orders lower, so we check, oh look at that, that's nice. That's what we like to see. Okay, yeah. I think this is the effect of me coming on live stream. I did notice that when Pivex took me on as a sponsored athlete, our market cap increased by about $90 million. I believe that was me. Just kidding, but I did start the live stream and we're back off again, so there's something in it. No, so I've got some BTC to spend now, and this is what I do. I just keep it on buy and sell, or I pretty much keep all my BTC working for me. So we can see I've sold off. We go and check my last sell price, and we sold 2 in this last little run at 83998 and 85998. So we crept up the wall really nicely this morning. So now I've got like 6.5 coins that I want to try and get back, right? So I'll try and get 7 back if I can, or a little bit more. So I'll go and find some points historically where it's got up to these values before, dipped down, and then found support again. And for me, that's around, just looking here, maybe around these levels here. You see these little candles sticking out the bottom here? So once it gets past there, it starts to use 80,000 as support. So that's possibly somewhere I'd look for to start setting my first lot of buy orders. So given that it's like, just have a look here, like pretty much bang on, I'd just set it straight up as, for the last lot I sold at 85,998. So really good gains of like 5-6% if I can buy it back at 80,000, right? So I'd set, how much did I sell at that price? I sold for, so I'll buy back for at that price, and I'll stack more onto the ones I can get cheaper. So I'll go 80,001. I'll just do it like that. Make sure you got the same amount of zeros in front. That's the easiest way from the decimal point. 000 000 000, because if you get that wrong, you're going to be paying you can be paying a lot more. So you can see there I've done it once before at 80,001. I'll set 4 coins there. Okay, so I've just set that to 4 coins at 80,001. Buy PivX. Confirm. Alright, so I've just set those 4 that I sold at 8.6, let's call it, just for round figures, and I've set them back at 8 flat. So that's actually, you know, that's over 7% gains if I can do that. So we've set that one. We have a look at the other sale we got, and this is where we'll pick up the extra little bits of coin, because I always keep the BTC count running pretty low. Like in terms of most of it's on buy books and that, it doesn't mean I don't have the BTC, it just means it's on buy books and stuff. So you can see here I've got a couple of buys set, 7.3, 7.36, now I've gone up to 8, and I've set a bit more. Just keep chasing up and down, always making money on your last one. So, you know, I've got another 2.5 coins here. Preferably I'd like to buy it below 83998, so that's easy, we've already set one below that, so let's look for even more support lower. So these were these candles sticking out, maybe we can grab this one, this low candle here. So that's 78344, so I'll go to 78351. It's just a psychological thing. So 78351, we type that in here, 78351, and I'm going to try and pick up like 3, you know, I sold 2.5, let's pick up 3 at that point. Well, I'll make it a bit more, I'll make it 4. And so we buy PivX there. Some other stuff is sold out as well, so I'll have to go and set some more, but I'm just giving you an example. If you're always like buying lower than you sold the last lot and then selling higher than you bought the last lot, you're always accumulating coins. And then when a pump comes, your overall dollar value goes really, really nice. Like if I check my dollar value on this now in a declining market, I've actually probably done alright. And that's good to see. I know Wilkie ploughed in this morning, so hopefully he picked up a lot of PivX in that run. Yeah, I seem like, just to tell you this, like this is just one of my trading platforms, right? But this dollar value was down as low as 2,800 this morning, 2,800 just this morning. We've got a 16.2% rise in 24 hours on PivX now. Yes, big kickback caused by fish. I'm calling it. All right, let's get back to the chat. I am learning to do this, guys, so please, if I've missed stuff, I am very, very sorry today. It's my first time trying to run a stream like this. You guys know I don't ignore the chat. I love what you guys bring in. So who just introduced Masternode? Miss, did you say? Cool. Agent Smith has just said Cloak and PivX are the fastest growers right now. Crypto Giao just said Fish PivX wallet. I don't know what you mean, man. Oh, we can have a look at my PivX wallet if you... Oh, no, we shouldn't. I'm telling you how much PivX I got there and everything. But yeah, that's my PivX wallet. Staking away. Unlocked. Ready to earn me my next staking bonus. The last one went to Pete. There's Giao. There's Jivan. All the guys. I've got a phone call coming through. Who's this? Someone from Victoria. Interesting. I think I know who that is, but I'm not going to answer it now. Yeah, so... I might actually, it's just gone 12, so I might call it a day for crypto chat. Oh, fish the PivX whale. I don't know about that, man. Just a fish, not a whale. Yeah, so guys, thanks for dropping into the chat again. It's always fun. We don't always stay on topic. We're terrible at that. We get onto all sorts of things. But I got my stream going today. Let me sign out with a close-up of the old face, just to horrify you all. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. And Giao, thanks for setting up the stream for us, man. We'll keep working on it, try and get that quality going. To all the regulars, thanks for coming in. Thanks for contributing to the Discord group, because that is killing it. We're picking up so many good coins, and we will take a look at. Look, I'll try and get a look at Icon over the next 24 hours, guys. In the investment group, if you can contribute any research or any thoughts, please do. And we'll have a look at Icon, the ICO tomorrow, what's being dubbed as the Korean Ethereum. And I know how much Korean 1 went into Ethereum itself. So if Korea now have their own Ethereum, I'm in. Simple as that. Anyway, we'll talk more about that one tomorrow. Thanks for joining in for the chat, and catch up with you all tomorrow. Peace out. Now, how do I stop this shit? Stop stream. I got no idea. Maybe if I just shut my YouTube, that'll work. Dear. Stop streaming. Here it is. All right. Thanks, guys. Peace out.